All right, just a heads up. Right now, I am looking for 6 more people to run their Facebook ads. So if you want me to run, manage, and create your Facebook ads, go ahead and message me on Instagram, the word ads. Just ADS. I've already got 14 people in, and I'm looking for 6 more people at this time because I can only take on 20 at a time. So if you are interested or have any questions whatsoever, feel free to message me on Instagram ads, and I'll be glad to answer any questions you have and discuss details with you so we can get this ball rolling and make some more money in this buying season. So talk to you soon. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another video. Hope you're all having an amazing and productive day so far. In this video, I'm going to break down the proper way for when you should know to scale or kill your Facebook ads. And we're going to be talking about the ad set level specifically. Okay, number one is actually knowing your numbers. Now, I know this sounds basic, but it's actually very important when it comes down to your Facebook ads and the success of them, because the more strict you are, the better the results you're going to get. And you want to be as strict as possible and know your numbers instead of just running ads without actually knowing what's going on and what kind of outcomes you're going to get. The way I like to run my ads is running them where I know what I'm doing and what's going to happen. You know, I want to have a good idea of what's the outcome is going to be of these ads. Obviously, you can never know because as an algorithm, I'm not in control of it, but you can put in your best efforts to make sure you're getting out the result you want back by not, cutting corners. That's very important when it comes to Facebook ads, I would say. The first one obviously is your selling price. What are you selling this product for? What is your cost of goods? How much is this product actually costing you per unit? 3, your processing fee, which is, PayPal or Stripe, whatever you're using for your payment processors. And then shipping cost, it depends. For me, I usually have the customer pay for the shipping, but I know a lot of people do free shipping and just include the shipping and their own price as the cost of goods. The reason why I don't do that is just because it varies so much when it comes down to actually where the shipment is being sent out to. Maybe it's the United States and it's free shipping from the supplier, but maybe it's Australia and it costs a lot more than that. So then my margin diminishes a little bit. So I'd rather have them pay based off of their location than pay for it myself. So I know my margin is always going to be the same no matter what. So there's 2 main things I need to know before I run any ads for any product. So like I mentioned at the beginning of this video about running other people's ads, this is the first information I get from you if you're a part of that. I get all of your numbers so I have a good idea before I launch your ads. Or maybe you're already launched and I just need to, scale you up or kill some ad sets, figure that stuff out. But the first one is a break-even point, which is really just your margin. How much can you spend before you're breaking even and then losing money? So that's essentially just your margin. So you would subtract. Well, actually, we'll go through an example here in a second. And the second one is your break-even ROAS, okay? So that's your break-even return on ad spend. So whenever you're running your Facebook ads, I'm going to show you my columns here in a couple of minutes when we scroll down. I'm going to show you a picture of the columns that I exactly use, but my last column is always the ROAS, return on ad spend. So towards the left, I'll have one column that says amount spent, and then ROAS down there so I can see, all right, how much of a return did I actually get off of this amount spent on Facebook ads? Then that break-even ROAS is just going to be that number that I need to get higher than the return on to make profit or break even if I'm just hitting that number specifically. So let's go through an example here real quick. An example, let's say, I'm selling, what do we got over here? This thing right here, a little fake plant. We're selling that for $50, all right? And let's say it cost me $10. And then I'm gonna have to factor in, okay, if someone just buys one of them, what is that processing fee gonna be? So I'm just gonna make it easy. Default Shopify payments is gonna be 2.9% and 30 cents per transaction. So to do the math off of that, that's $1.75. And let's say for me, I'm not including any shipping costs of my own because they pay for their own shipping. So now let's actually get into how we calculate the break-even ROAS. So what we're doing with all of those numbers here is just getting the total margin before ad costs. So $50, the selling price, minus $10, the cost of goods. $1.75 is that processing fee and no shipping. So $38.25 is our total margin. So that's going to be our break-even point. If we spend more than $38.25 for a purchase of this product on Facebook, then we are losing money. But to calculate that a little bit easier and see it on our dashboard if you're making a little bit of sales is having that break-even ROAS. So the way you do that is you divide your selling price by your margin. So I'm dividing $50 by $38.25, and that brings me to a 1.3 break-even ROAS. So my ads need to have higher than a 1.3 ROAS in order for me to be profitable. All right, number 2 know what you're looking for. I'm gonna just go over these points here and then we'll go into an example. Ad sets with 5+ profitable sales. What I'm looking for is consistency. That's all that I'm looking for within my Facebook ads more than anything is consistency, because if something's working consistently, I want to know how I can expand that ad set and have it make me more money than it originally did. Because if something's working really well, obviously you just want to keep printing money like that if you're getting a good return. So I'm always looking for profitable sales consistently. But what I would recommend for you, if your ad sets on a cold test spend over half of your break-even point, which is your margin, with no indicators, I would cut them off. And when I say an indicator, I'm talking about add to carts, okay? Anything along those lines. Add to carts, checkouts initiated. Some people don't have purchases at the beginning, but add to carts are always something I'm going to be looking for as a main indicator when it's spent over half of the break-even point with no purchases yet. Okay, so right here is a screenshot I just took, a couple of minutes ago of a campaign that I launched yesterday. So these are just $5 a day simple budgets. Now this is not a cold test campaign. This is for a product that already has some data that we've been building up, but this is just a new campaign that I launched testing a new creative. So let me tell you the number right now that I'm looking for on these ads. I'm looking for a 1.6 break-even ROAS. That's the break-even ROAS that I need to get or above to be making money. So as you can see right here, it's spent almost $29, but it has an average of 1.4. So some people would look at that and be like, oh, Tanner, you're not profitable. That's, it's not good. You're not making money. You're not even breaking even. You're literally losing money. So why would you keep those ads up? But the reality of it is it has a 1.6 break-even ROAS, and these ad sets have only spent $3 collectively each. So when you look at that from a detailed perspective, it's like, okay, this one ad set here has a purchase and it has 11.8 ROAS. So obviously, there's a lot of gurus, I guess you could say, that they would post that on their Instagram story, be like, just got 11 ROAS, or like 1,000 if it gets one super cheap. I hate to see that. Super annoying, because consistency is what really matters. But right here, that's an indicator for me. Seeing it got a sale at that amount it's good to see. It shows that this creative has some potential. So the reality is that these ad sets need to spend more money for me to really see, because the break-even point is over $20. So that means if it spends over $10 with no indicators, then I would turn off these ad sets. Even at this level of not even cold testing, or just testing a new creative of a product that's already working pretty well. So these have only spent $3 each. I'm already seeing checkout initiated over here. Good cost per link click. Click-through rate isn't the best, but CPMs are super low. And then we have this initial purchase here, and I expect, I would say, 75% of these ad sets to do very well and get consistent sales just based off of what I'm seeing here. So obviously it's not profitable overall, but showing based off of past campaigns and what it's doing within this campaign, there's a lot of potential. So always look at the ad set level of your ads when you're running through and looking, all right, should I turn these off, or what should I do here? Don't just look at the overall campaign level. Sometimes you need to look at the details, because maybe there's a couple in here that had a few sales each that had a 3 ROAS or whatever it is, but overall it wasn't profitable. So instead of just turning off the campaign, just turn off the ad sets that aren't working and focus on the ones that are working. So let's get to these last few important points here for you guys. Let's see what we got. What you need to do is know what to do in both situations of scaling an ad set or killing an ad set. So kill an ad set with no indicators. If you're going to do that, what I'd recommend you do, replace it with new targeting. So if you're cold testing a product and you have an ad set that passed half the break-even point with no indicators and it really just didn't work, then I would duplicate that, change the targeting, and launch that ad set, and then turn off the one that wasn't working. So that way you're replacing what was already spending that amount of money every day to something that has a new potential to making you sales. So that's what I'm talking about with replacing with new targeting. But what about all of your ad sets? If all of your ad sets are not showing indicators and it's not looking good, you're testing this product and you just don't know what to do. You spend $100, you don't even have one sale yet, the indicators aren't there. It's like, all right, should I move on to the next product or what? What I would recommend to you is try new ad creative. It's probably going to be your best bet for getting something to spark off and actually, start getting sales. Because right now, I would say in the market, winning products aren't really the thing you should be looking for. You should be looking for just a product that you can brand out with custom content, something that you can actually portray in a different way than most advertisers and stand out. That's the best way for you to get some traction within e-commerce right now. So I want you to take advantage of that and try new ad creatives. That's going to be your best bet 100%. And the last point here I want to go over is if you are having good consistency, what should you do? Know how to scale. Now, there's a lot of ways Facebook ad scaling could be defined. There's a lot of ways it could be explained and taught, but the reality of it is that it is just doing more of what's working already and focusing on that targeting, on that ad set or multiple ad sets that are working and expanding them up from there. So that's another video in itself entirely, but this video is specifically for you to understand when to kill or scale your ad sets. And remember guys, if you want me to run your Facebook ads, it's buying season. It's the best time that you could take advantage of this opportunity. There's literally 6 spots left. I've already got 14 people. I can only handle 20 at a time. And like I said, 6 left. Let's do it. Let's help you make some money. It doesn't matter which position you're in, beginner, advanced, making sales already. Let's make something happen. DM me on Instagram. I'll put a link in the description as well, but message me on Instagram, ads. That's it, ADS. Message me there and I will see you soon, but hopefully this video helped you out. You learned something and I'm excited to see where you go. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.